that's from me going to Popeyes 3 days in a row. And I'm vowing that I'm not going to eat out today at all.
Don't look at me like that. I'm hungry.
I only ordered 2 of these, and then the guy gave me my order, and he was like, oh, she hooked you up back there. She gave you extra. And I said, oh, thank you. Emergency meeting, emergency meeting, emergency meeting. You know why we're having an emergency meeting? Because these bitches need to be stopped. Trigger warning Reddit, okay? Reddit mentioned. I went on a little Reddit deep dive, and I was looking at the relationship advice column, and the am I the asshole column, and am I the jerk column, and am I overreacting column. A lot of these people, I'm like, you need to escape! Get out of there! My legs are a little prickly, by the way. Don't mind that. Don't mind that situation. It's 85 degrees and I'm hot as f. Some of them were just talking about like, oh, my boyfriend won't buy me pads when I need them. And I'm like, he tells me that I'm being over dramatic when I ask him to buy me pads and that he's not gonna get them for me because it's his boundary or whatever and he's not buying pads. And I was like, another one, this girl's boyfriend made plans on her birthday. And she was like, please spend the day with me on my birthday. I'm your girlfriend. And he was like, no. And then she got upset and she wanted to break up with him, and he was like, F you, I don't need this. This YouTuber named Heather Jean. Hey girl, if you're watching, Heather, hey girl. I love her content, and she made this video like 6 months ago that said let go or be dragged or something like that. And I don't really remember the contents of what she was talking about, but I feel like in this sense, some of us really, if you don't let go, sometimes we hold on to stuff so freaking hard, and then it's like it's just dragging us along with it, and you should just let go. Let go or you're gonna be dragged through the freaking mud. A person that is choosing you, or a person that actually wants you, they're never gonna leave room for you to be confused or anxious or feel bad about yourself. And also, they would want to buy you pads. They would be happy to buy you pads. The girl was like, my boyfriend was already at the store, and I asked him, he was like, no. Oh, so you hate me. Oh, so you actually hate me. We were never meant to have these. And we were never meant to have these. In the sense that... Alright, these people are really pissing me off. I've definitely said this in another video, but the universe will never give you peace in something that you were never meant to settle in. Let me say that again. The universe or God or whatever it is that you believe in, it will never give you peace in something that you were never meant to settle in.
Clap if you understand what I'm saying.
So if you feel like this situation feels pretty shitty and it's constantly making me feel shitty, then it's probably your sign to get the f out. So yeah, it just takes me back to like high school, middle school, elementary school, when I just hated the way I looked. And if you're in that current stage of your life, especially if you're a black girl or brown girl, in that current stage of your life where you just hate being in your own skin and you wish that you could be in somebody else's skin, then let me just tell you right now, you know, that phase will hopefully pass. I mean, for some people, that phase stays forever. But what helps me is to remind myself to like, y'all hear that music? They are jamming out there. Over time, I kind of realized, oh, maybe I am pretty. And it also helps when you don't have like bitches in your ear every day at school being like, black woman this, black woman that, black girls suck, black girls are ugly, black girls are like rats, black girls are like roaches. That helps. Once you've kind of gotten out of that environment, you kind of start to look at yourself and you're like, wait, maybe I don't look like a roach. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Sometimes you really do just have to try to remove yourself from certain environments that make you feel bad about yourself and shit. One time in high school, I knew this girl who was a year younger than me, and she got in a scandal. High school scandals were always crazy, right? But like this one time, it was an actual scandal. Like it was like the whole school knew about it, and everybody was like, basically what happened was she This guy and her had hooked up, but he had a girlfriend. The plot twist was that they hooked up on a school bus with like multiple people on the bus. I feel like what was craziest about that story was that the girl got crucified practically, and the guy, like, nothing happened to the guy. Like, sure, there were a couple people mad at him, like, oh, don't cheat on your girlfriend, but then they'd be like, but the girl. Society, I feel like sometimes society just needs a whack upside the head, because on one hand, she shouldn't have done that. On the other hand, he was the one in a relationship. He really shouldn't have done that. On the third hand, they were on a school bus. They really had no business doing that. Sometimes we give society too much grace. Sometimes we give society, too much power. Like I was thinking earlier when I got my food, I picked up food for my boyfriend also, and I dropped it off to him while he was at work, right? And I was driving home and I was thinking, there's really people out there that would look at me and my boyfriend and be like, oh, I cannot believe she's not with a black man. Or like for him, because he's Hispanic, they might be like, oh, I cannot believe he is not with a Hispanic girl. And people would really care. And there's part of society that's like, interracial relationships, you do not belong. And it's like, damn, I have never once met one of my subscribers in real life, like someone that's just come up to me in the middle of the street and been like, oh my gosh, hey girl. I'm waiting for that moment still. But my friend Jasmine was at the gym in Seattle, like on the treadmill, and she says she watches my videos on the treadmill, and this girl came up to her and was like, oh, you watch her too? Hey girl. I hope she's watching. I hope she still watches me, because if you do, hey girl. Y'all still here? Oh, you still here? Oh, I love you so much. Some people are really out here dating wolves in sheep's clothing. What I mean by that, some of y'all are dating people that hate you. Some of y'all are dating people that want to see you fail in life, or just don't want to uplift you and make you want to do better. And I hate that for you, and I want you to let go or be dragged. It's sad to hear when like people get married to these people, or people have children by these people, and then they're just stuck and they're like, oh, they're a terrible father, a terrible parent, they're a terrible partner. And it's like, on the one hand, you know, we need to hold people to a fault, but on the other hand, you have some responsibility in who you choose to procreate with and who you decide to marry. And I'm looking at y'all both like, because now she's on Reddit saying, am I overreacting for how my boyfriend treats me? And we're all like, no, but it's kind of a little bit too late for that. You're stuck with him for life now because you are having his baby. Reddit is a scary place. I'm scared. I'm scared for you guys. I'm scared. Now, circling back to society and how we view ourselves and stuff, I want to leave you guys with a quote. It's actually not technically a quote, but I guess it is a quote because I'm quoting somebody else that said it. But Jonathan Decker said, when we tie our worth to outcomes instead of to our growth, it bites us every time. Mic drop. When we tie our worth to outcomes instead of to our growth, it bites us every time. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, prove it by giving it a thumbs up, and leave a comment letting me know if you use Reddit. And if you do, what's your favorite subreddit? Let me know. Because I personally, I eat up the Am I the Assholes. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, bye! It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, so if you are a man, then how are you doing? Really, truly, how are you doing? Because I'm very curious, and I do want to know. And you matter. Be who you are. For your pride.